The film starts with a 35-year-old guy named Hideo, an aspiring comic book artist who dreams of becoming a legendary manga creator one day. He's talented, he's passionate, but reality keeps slapping him in the face. He's stuck in a low-paying job that barely covers rent. His best friend, who also happens to be his roommate, is tired of babysitting him and constantly worries about Hideo freeloading in his apartment. The only thing Hideo really treasures is his shotgun, literally the most expensive thing he owns. He treats it like his baby. But one day, fed up with Hideo's excuses and laziness, his friend finally kicks him out. Right around this time, the news starts blowing up. A mysterious virus has spread across the entire city. Infected people are biting humans, animals, anything they see. Authorities tell everyone to stay inside, but Hideo has nowhere to go, so he spends the night outside and heads to his office in the morning. Only 5 employees are there, basically trapped because the situation outside is turning into straight-up chaos. In the middle of this mess, Hideo gets a call from his friend, the same one who threw him out. She apologizes and tells him to come back. The next morning, Hideo goes to her place with breakfast, knocking on the door for ages. No response. When he peeks through the mail slot, he sees her crawling weirdly on the floor. Her face looks twisted and horrifying. Then she suddenly attacks, bursting through the door. Hideo pushes her back, but she's freakishly strong. She wedges her foot in the doorway and keeps clawing at him. He blocks her with the door as she tries to bite him, but since all her teeth were broken from biting the wood, she leaves no bite mark. Hideo is terrified and confused, but the fight gets worse. She drags him inside, screaming that he ruined her life. Desperate, Hideo shoves her onto a sharp trophy sitting nearby, and the pointed edge pierces her, killing her instantly. Shaken, he rushes out and heads to the office again. His male coworker is watching the news with blood all over his clothes. Their boss walks in next, eyes looking dead and weird, a knife stuck in his body, yet he acts like nothing's wrong and casually asks if the work is done. When attacked, he refuses to die no matter how many times he's stabbed. Hideo's coworker explains that the virus is turning people into some kind of zombie. If anyone gets bitten, they'll transform into one too. Hideo panics, remembering he was bitten earlier, but realizes he's safe because she had no teeth left. But now, the male coworker's eyes start turning strange. He's transforming too. Realizing what's happening, the coworker kills himself before he fully turns. Blood splashes everywhere. Hideo tries to escape, but his female coworker appears, already infected and physically mutated. Horrified, he runs outside, only to see the entire city swarming with zombies who are attacking each other non-stop. He reaches a car, and the girl comes running toward him asking for help. Hideo instinctively reaches for his shotgun, only to remember he isn't actually holding it. He was hallucinating from fear. Other survivors jump into the car and they watch the news together. The virus has taken over the whole city, and nobody knows how it even started. But then they notice a man in the car bleeding from his mouth. He asks the driver for a tissue, then suddenly bites him. The driver loses control, attacks Hideo, and gets thrown out of the car. The infected driver, now emotional, says he followed the rules all his life. And then he floors the accelerator, smashing into cars until the group gets into a massive crash. The driver dies on impact. The survivors wake up later and climb out of the wreckage. The crash caused a huge traffic jam. They start searching online for more info about the virus and discover that it doesn't just turn people into zombies, it turns them into exaggerated versions of their old selves. Office workers keep going to the office, chefs start cooking, people stuck in routines just repeat their old habits, only stronger, faster, and more dangerous. They also learn there's a chance of survival if they can reach high mountains far away from the infected zones. They spot a mountain in the distance and start walking toward it. During the night, they rest. The girl's name is Hiromi, and she starts feeling safe around Hideo. The next morning, Hideo sees a dark bite mark on her neck. Scared, he points his gun at her, but she explains she was bitten by a kid who wasn't infected through biting. He was born infected. Hideo decides not to kill her, believing she might survive if they reach the mountain. He promises he'll protect her no matter what. They continue through the woods, but as they climb, Hiromi starts losing control. She screams and one of her eyes turns zombie-like. Hideo panics and runs. He meets another man who asks for help, but that man turns out to be a zombie too and attacks. Hiromi suddenly appears and kills the zombie, proving she's resisting the infection. She's not fully turning like the others. Still walking through the forest, Hiromi becomes unstable. Eventually, they reach a huge shopping mall, smashed up, clearly overrun by zombies. Hideo puts Hiromi in a shopping cart and slowly pushes her through. Inside, a zombie store clerk appears, creepily asking if they need anything, then attacks. A nurse swoops in and saves Hideo. She's part of a survivor group living safely on the mall's rooftop, since zombies can't reach that high. They distract zombies by banging pots when they need to sneak downstairs for supplies. Their leader offers Hideo and Hiromi shelter and food. He notices Hideo's shotgun and wants it badly. The nurse asks who Hiromi is, and Hideo explains everything, that he found her sick and brought her to protect her. The nurse is touched, saying Hideo seems like a genuinely good guy. Later, the leader holds a meeting. They're running low on food, so all the men have to go downstairs for supplies. He demands Hideo's shotgun to motivate the others, but Hideo refuses. That gun is his last piece of identity. The leader gets angry and the group drags Hiromi outside, saying they'll kill her. But right then, Hiromi wakes up. Seeing the guys dragging her, she instantly kills both of them with terrifying force. Her bandage falls off, revealing her infected eye, and everyone panics. The leader shoots her with an arrow, knocking her unconscious. They seize Hideo's shotgun and overthrow the leader for causing chaos. The nurse checks Hiromi and says she's still alive, but before Hideo can help her, the group forces him to join the basement mission. The nurse whispers that she'll protect Hiromi. Downstairs, the men carefully search for food and find the hall empty, no zombies in sight. But the ex-leader, thirsty for revenge, blasts loud music through giant speakers, drawing every zombie toward them. Zombies flood the area. Hideo hides in a cupboard. One zombie, reacting dramatically to the music, seems to power up like it's vibing with the song, then leaps up to the rooftop and starts infecting survivors there. The nurse hides Hiromi and slowly heads downstairs using her walkie-talkie to reach the guys. Hideo hears her voice through the radio and replies, "It's me, Hideo. I'm alive. Head to the basement." The nurse arrives carrying Hiromi but runs into the infected ex-leader who tries to kill her. Meanwhile, a zombie tries biting Hideo, but he's wearing dozens of metal wristwatches. The bite doesn't go through. Hideo kills the zombie, gets his shotgun back, and reunites with the nurse. He sees a zombie behind her and shoots it. Another survivor boy joins them, but they're surrounded on all sides. Zombies close in. Hideo fires non-stop, blasting through as many as he can. The remaining survivors fight with everything they've got. The zombie numbers are huge and overwhelming, but the survivors refuse to give up. An intense battle erupts, humans versus superpowered zombies. Eventually, they manage to wipe out every last zombie. Finally free, the three survivors, Hideo, the nurse, and Hiromi, get into a car and drive toward the mountain, hoping to save Hiromi's life. And that's where the movie ends.